Sometimes bad orders are obvious. Other times, they're harder to spot than Waldo in a striped shirt shop. This video is going to teach you 6 questions to ask yourself so you can spot deceptive orders and not end up being DoorDash or Uber Eats. What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach. I hope you are doing well. Before we get into the video, if you are new here, please do consider pressing that like and subscribe button. If you are kind enough to subscribe, let me know in the comments section below. Tell me your name and the market you drive in, and I'll be sure to thank you at the end of my next ride-along video. At the time of filming this video, gas is at an all-time high. As it is, drivers are at the gas pump making major financial decisions. The way I see it, there's 2 different kinds of drivers. Those who aren't making any money and who will soon quit. And then there's you guys, the smart ones who took the time to educate themselves. In this video, I'm going to share an acronym with you that will help you spot deceptive orders, so you can decline the bullshit offers and take the good ones. Dasher. D. Dollar per mile. How much are you going to make per mile on that order? A. Average restaurant wait time. How long is that restaurant going to keep you waiting? S. Safety. Do you feel comfortable at the pickup location and the drop-off location? H. How much time is the entire order going to take? E. Earnings. What is the total amount I'm going to get paid for the order? R. Return trip. Can you get an order coming back from the drop-off? Today, I'm going to show you several orders. Some of them are going to be good, and some of them are going to be deceptive. We're going to use the Dasher acronym to see if we're about to get f***ed around. Just because an order passes the Dasher test does not necessarily mean you should take it. However, if it fails the Dasher test, kick it immediately. Nobody on YouTube is going to be able to teach you your market. My goal for this video is to teach you questions you can ask yourself so you can spot a bad order when one pops up. Here we have a sweet treat for somebody who doesn't know how to tip. Let's go through the Dasher list. Is it at least $1 per mile? No. Decline that order. It's not worth it. Now, I personally do have one exception to this rule. For example, if I go one city north to drop something off in Ferndale, if I'm coming back, I might pick something up in Ferndale. And if it's bringing me back to an area in Bellingham that I want to be in, I will take less than $1 a mile so I can get paid to come back to the area I want to be in. Next up, we have this Panda Express Safeway flour delivery double. It's 3 items total, going 11.7 miles for $15.50. Let's run it through the Dasher list. Will I get paid at least $1 per mile? Yes. Average restaurant wait times. Both of them are probably going to be ready, so we should be good to go on that one. Safety. While the flour ladies do have scissors, I'm pretty sure if I'm respectful, I should be okay. H. How much time is it going to take? Well, an educated guess from me knowing my market, probably about an hour and a half. This part of the drop-off is in a community called Sudden Valley. Now, Sudden Valley isn't very far. It's between 7 and 10 miles, depending on where in the community you're going. However, the speed limits are extremely low and the roads are very, very windy. So it typically takes about an hour round trip to go to Sudden Valley and then come back. So this one fails the Dasher list, but I want to continue the list on this one. E. Earnings. Am I comfortable with the amount of money that I'm going to make on that order? Well, because I know realistically that's going to take an hour and a half, no, I'm not. I have a bare minimum of $20 to go to Sudden Valley because I know how long it's going to take me. And finally, R. Return trip. Is there anything I could bring back with me? And the answer is no. There are no restaurants anywhere on the way back from Sudden Valley, so I'd be driving empty miles. Let's have a look at our next one. 7 items, 5.8 miles for $11. Not bad, especially by DoorDash standards. So let's go through our Dasher list. D. Dollar per mile. Will you make at least $1 per mile on this order? Yes. A. Average restaurant wait times. Well, this is where this one becomes problematic. I know from personal experience that this specific restaurant frequently turns off their tablets and then has the driver place the order when they show up. For that reason, I don't go to this restaurant and I feel like they shouldn't be on DoorDash. This restaurant is a massive waste of Dasher's time. Unfortunately, this is one of those things that you're going to have to go to different restaurants to figure out which ones pull shit like this. If a restaurant ever tells you that their tablet is off, that should be taken as a warning and you should consider that next time you get an order for that restaurant. Next up, we have this Grubhub order. It's going 12.8 miles for $13. Let's run it through the Dasher list. D. Dollar per mile. Will you make at least $1 per mile on this order? Barely, but technically yes. A. Average restaurant wait time. I happen to know that the employees would rather be scrubbing the toilets than dealing with drivers. So I'm going to be waiting a while at that restaurant. So this one fails the Dasher test, but let's keep going down the list. S. Safety. While specific areas in this community are kind of ghetto, I don't necessarily feel unsafe going out there most of the time. H. How much time is it going to take? Realistically, after I get done waiting for them to start the order after I show up, drive it out to the community, and then come back, probably looking at about an hour and a half again. Not worth it. Let's move on to the next one. E. earnings. Am I comfortable with the amount of money I'm going to make for this order? No, I'm not. The reason being is I know I'm going to be waiting at the restaurant, I'm going to get a bad attitude, and it's quite the drive round trip. If they would have hit me with 25, would have been a different story. R, round trip. Can I bring anything back? No. So I would argue not only is this a bad order, but it's a pretty shitty order. Let's have a look at the last order I want to show you. Taco Bell, 2110 going 17.3 miles. Let's go back to our dasher list. D, dollar per mile. Yes, it meets the minimum. A, average restaurant wait time. Now with this specific place, it's kind of hit and miss, but I'm going to give it to them on this one. S, safety. No issue with this order whatsoever. It's going to an okay area, and I wouldn't be concerned about my safety. H, how long is it going to take? Well, realistically, that's probably going to take about 45 minutes. E, earnings. Am I okay with the amount of money I'm going to make on that order? Yes. R, round trip. Can I get something coming back? This is why I'm showing you this order. This is a prime example of an order that is coming back. I was already up in the Ferndale area delivering, and this order was bringing me back to Bellingham. I would go as far as to say that this would have been a good order for half of the price that they were going to pay me to do it. I was already in the area, and it was bringing me right back into the area I wanted to be in. All right, guys, those are 6 things that you can do to weed out bad orders. If you haven't done so yet, please do consider pressing that like and subscribe button. If you are kind enough to subscribe, let me know in the comment section below. Tell me your name and the market you drive in, and I'll be sure to thank you at the end of my next ride-along video. My name is Zach. Take care.